My niece went full Hulk and accused me of replacing her with my daughter, so now I am cutting her off and left her to my stepsister who created her delusions. And when we saw each other 3 times this year, mostly focused on the fact I was having a baby, she was incredibly jealous and angry. The last time was at my grandparents' house. My partner and I were focused on our baby, and she was very emotional and trying to grab my attention. This is when what my mom and stepsister had been telling her came to light. She accused me of replacing her, of my baby stealing her place and trying to push her out. She said I used to do all that stuff with her and now I didn't and it wasn't fair. She asked my stepsister to get me to do that stuff for her again. After some questions it came to light what she was talking about. She wanted me to dedicate myself to her the way she had been told I had. She wanted me to put her before my child. My grandparents told my stepsister to leave and after some arguing she did leave with her daughter. Then they asked my mom what the hell she'd been thinking and what happened from there. My mom called after everyone else had left my grandparents and told me I needed to talk to my stepsister's daughter and help them fix the hurt she was going through. I told her it was not my job to fix a problem she and my stepsister created. My mom told me it was about a child, not about them, and I was not being very compassionate. Update: recently, my mom and stepsister tried to set up another meeting between me and my stepsister's daughter, thinking it would help mend the situation. They invited me to a family gathering under the guise of a casual get-together, but when I arrived, it became clear that the focus was on reuniting me with my stepsister's daughter. She was there, looking expectantly at me, clearly still influenced by the stories she had been told. As soon as I walked in, my stepsister's daughter ran up to me with a big smile, holding a photo album my mom had put together with all the staged pictures and stories. The room was decorated with her favorite things, and a chair was set up next to hers with a sign that said Auntie's special spot. My mom and stepsister were beaming, and it was obvious they had planned this specifically for our reunion. Feeling uncomfortable and betrayed, I calmly told my mom and stepsister that I wasn't going to participate in their attempt to manipulate the situation. When I began to walk out, my stepsister's daughter went full Hulk. She started screaming, crying, and throwing things, demanding that I stay and be the aunt she was told I was. She was inconsolable, lashing out at everyone around her. I realized that it was best for me and my own child to maintain boundaries and not get drawn into the mess they created. I left the gathering, knowing that my mom and stepsister needed to take responsibility for the unrealistic expectations they had set. It was a difficult decision, but I knew it was the right one for my own family's well-being.